Hello, so this is the section Policy Scenario Procurement Study Geospatial Web. Cool concept. The M100 VIZUX headwear, augmented reality. So what do we need to make this work? What is a policy scenario that's going to make a new technology fit into an infrastructure? So this is one of the more complicated tasks in setting up a smart grid, smart city, and looking at the view of the forensics and criminology side of cybernetics. So let's look at a very focused approach to a model that we're going to use, the Berlin 3D, the 44,000 buildings that were uploaded to Google Earth, and we're going to approach building a new city in the geospatial framework for geospatial web, and appropriate a cost model and a business market study that will look at approaching architectural firms for standard 3D modeling. And in going into that, we're going to find a consumer market from the architectural 3D mapping technology and try to offset the expenses to create a good geospatial technology framework in order to build a kind of microcosm, if we can use that word, a microcosm for a cybernetic reality augmented technology geospatial framework. So we're going to build the infrastructure first and work through what is the difference between having an infrastructure for 3D augmented reality mobile computing. Then we're going to go through a lot of the scenario analysis from a controlled environment. Working from a controlled environment, we're going to look at threat analysis, having a full backdrop to the compatibility of the geospatial web in one hand and the M100 in another. So let's have some fun here, and let's work through some of the concepts as we approach some businesses on the expenses and the cost burden analysis and get some public opinion polling going. So we're going to talk to a few businesses about the type of expenses and the idea that they feel when they hear that Berlin has these 3D modeled cities, and what type of competitive sense of, wow, this is cool, you know, here's this city in Germany that has, you know, about 25-26% of its city in a 3D spatial template. So why is it a necessity? And that's what we're going to talk about as we look at an industry and an infrastructure shift towards the importance of 3D modeling and a geospatial web as we get closer to the M100 and the focus of this cybernetic investigation, which is path integration sciences. And we're going to go a little bit further with the path integration sciences into a very, very specific applied criminology use for forensic profiling, as we basically take tour software, if you can imagine the Boston Freedom Trail, as we take a tour software that, in this traditional sense, the two-dimensional framework for using smartphones and mobile communication in tour software. But we're going to go through the augmented reality. We're going to work through path integration and a focused manpower approach to a developer corner. And as we go through that, it's kind of forward mapping you into the next subjects, because this is the most important criteria for an infrastructure to have a geospatial web. So we're going to look at each one of these independently in a critical examination. And as we go through the critical examination, different markets, market concepts, market focus groups from a think tank, and really break down exactly where the industry is at, exactly where this technology is at. But we're going to go at it from the criminology side. So by the time we're done with this, we'll have completed the Muhammad Atta walk with the VIZUX 100, M100, and we'll have constructed a geospatial temporal map and analyzing signals intelligence, ELINT, comment, SIGINT, and we'll try to create a forensic reconstruction of the psychology of what was occurring. We'll also do this with James Holmes and the Eric Harris Columbine shooter. So as we go through this path integration science technology, we'll have some interesting findings.